Okay, it's time for advanced time pressure training with Puzzle Rush. That's a checkmate. That's another checkmate, back rank style. This is wins a knight or a bishop. Checkmate. Another checkmate. Checkmate h2. Checkmate h7. Checkmate, bump and score on f2 and f1. Whoops, that's just a checkmate, it's not even a bump and score. This is another unblockable diagonal. Ladder mate. Another ladder mate. I'll take a queen too. How about queen to d1 check? That's a mate on a4. Bump and score, f2, f1, checkmate. Queen takes e3 check. Removal of defender of the back rank, checkmate. Rook to d7. Queen checks, know your checkmates. That's another checkmate. Unblockable diagonal will cost you a rook to block it. All right, and then the knight too. This is a check, and a mate. This is another checkmate. This is check. And hang on a second. There we go. Oh, sure. Are you kidding me? Well, yeah, that's just winning. With check, no less. Ooh, that's nasty. Rook check him. Now, we hit him with what? Queen takes queen. Rook takes... Oh, no. Deflection. Even better. Thanks for the free piece. This pawn is pinned. That's a checkmate. Rook takes rook check. Pawn takes or king takes. Pawn takes and then I check him. Deflection again. That is an unblockable diagonal. And a checkmate. Check. That's a deflection, but that doesn't work. But this does. That e5 pawn. e5 pawn. Bishop takes, rook takes. I don't like it. Pawn takes, bishop takes. Oh no, knight check first, you idiot. Fianchetto checkmate. This is not going anywhere. Yes, he wasn't going anywhere. That's a checkmate. Pass pawn wins. You're not going anywhere. Goodbye, Charlie. How about bishop checks? How about we just do this and get you decoy, check, mate. It's very ladder mate-ish. In fact, that's what it is. Crunchable. Bump and score. bump score. This wins. Oh, you such a jerk! By the hair of the chinny chin chin. It's rook h2 check. King goes back, rook takes rook, king takes rook. King to b4 wins. You got to know this position, and I know this position. Let me show you this position. Super important position. It has actually won me games in tournament. At least one that I can think of. So the correct move here is to exchange the rooks because you're going to have a forced win in the king and pawn endgame. I told you rook h2, trade the rooks. And the only winning move here in this position, you have 7 different moves. One of them wins. So pause the video, see if you can figure it out, and then I'll tell you in 3, 2, 1. You got to know this. The winning move is king to b4. You must take opposition in front of your pawn. If you do, it doesn't matter what white plays, he loses. If he goes king to c2, king to a3 wins. Because, again, if he goes king to b1, take opposition in front of your pawn again, king to b3, and then if he goes to a1, king to c2, shepherd square wins. It's all a battle for the shepherd square, which is for a b pawn. The black shepherd square is a2 for the king or c2 for the king. This is a very important endgame lesson. So it doesn't matter. He could go directly to b1, king to b3 wins. Because once he gives ground, king to c1, king to a2, shepherd square. If he goes king to b1, king to b3, king to a1, king to c2, shepherd square. If he goes king to c2, king to a3, and your next move, if he allows it, is king to the shepherd square, and he blocks it on b1, king to b3, and already know how to force him to give you one of the shepherd squares. You got 2 of them, you just take one, it's game over. Super important position. But I was 5 seconds or less from getting it. Hey, I can't complain. You scored 39 in 5-minute puzzle rush. You played extremely well. Let's go see this one that I made a mistake. Yes, idiot. Knight checks first. Knight check. This is the sets up the Anastasia's mate. Or it's a variation of it. Knight e7 check, king h8, rook takes h7, king takes rook, queen h5 check. He has to play bishop forward, queen checks, and it's game over. So watch. Knight e7 check, king h8 forced, rook takes h7 check, king takes free rook, queen to h5 check. Notice the knight guards the white squares. So bishop comes up, and then queen takes his mate. Crud. I played the move out of order. Rook takes h7 first because I knew I was running out of time. Yes, I would never miss this in any case except the one you saw here. The puzzle rush is the only time I could possibly miss this because I knew I was running out of time and I played super fast, or I was not running out of time. I was trying to shorten the time like an idiot. Don't be fancy. Well, my dad told me don't be fancy, and I was fancy. So this is important. I show you the mistake that I make, and I dog myself using my dad's own phrase, don't be fancy. I tried to be fancy like an idiot. Don't be fancy is what my dad told me, and that's what I'm telling you that my dad would tell you in the same situation. Don't be fancy. I should have had 40, but I should have had 41. I blew it. Okay? So, what can you say? I can't complain. I played really well. Again, you play this stuff to find the mistakes so that you learn them here for free. They don't cost you anything. If you make a mistake and then learn the correction in a tournament, that's good. But let's do as many of these at home before you're in an actual tournament. It makes a difference. In the tournament, there is nothing you can do except, wallow in pity for the stupidity that you made. We've all done it, and we're going to do it again. What makes you a good player is that you do it, and it makes it smaller and smaller. You do it less and less and less. That's how you win tournaments. And I mean, one of the ways you really win tournaments is you get to a level of ability, and then you just start trimming off the mistakes, and you're going to win a lot of games. And I did that. And that's how I won tournaments, was I got to a certain level, trimmed the mistakes off, and then as time progressed, my level of strength increased, already having trimmed mistakes. And you're constantly trimming the mistakes for the rest of your life. Don't think otherwise. But it just feels so good to play the way you watched me play. You can't fake it. I mean, you can fake it, but it doesn't work. And that's what the Puzzle Rush teaches you. You can try to fake it in Puzzle Rush, but you're not going to make it, because it will expose the fake players. So that's the key. 39, wasn't 40, but I was so close, you could almost taste it. Hope you enjoyed this one. Valuable lessons here. So, got a question? Leave a comment asking the question. It never hurts to ask. Don't be afraid to be stupid, and don't be afraid to ask a question and have people think you're stupid. The worst thing you can do is to have a question, be afraid someone's going to say you're stupid, because it doesn't matter if they say you're stupid or not. It's irrelevant. And then don't ask the question and remain stupid. It's much better to ask a question that's a smart question that people will think is dumb, but you learn in the end. I don't care what people say about me, because they can only tell two things about you. They can only speak the truth about you, or they can lie about you. And the lies eventually fall by the wayside. I don't care really if people lie about me. There's nothing I can do to stop it. I don't care. So what is what my dad would say. My play speaks for itself. The trophies I've won speak for themselves. Be the best you that you can be, and don't worry about anybody else. That's just their problem and their jealousy. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Keep kicking butt.